Scenario A, you guys met in a bar 10 days ago. You asked for a number and to go on a date sometime. You guys have been lightly texting for the past week. Nothing too crazy, but there's one thing. Neither of you have suggested the idea of meeting it. And you aren't sure because sometimes she replies with high effort and quickly, and sometimes she seems like she's not interested at all and doesn't reply for 4 hours. Scenario B, she's a classmate in uni, a co-worker at work. You see each other multiple times a week, you're friends, you've always felt that there's potential for something more, but you don't know. There's something in her eyes when she looks at you that hints at something that could be more, but you're scared of misreading that you would ruin a friendship if you approach this idea. Scenario C, you followed each other on Instagram a while back, maybe through a mutual friend. One night, a couple months ago, she posted something funny, and you replied with quick reaction. She laughed, replied back, and you ended up going back and forth for a bit. Since then, you've DM'd maybe 3-4 times, nothing consistent, but when you do, it feels playful, borderline flirty. She's liked a couple of your stories, you watched all of her highlights, and a few days ago, you replied to one of her stories saying, "We should cause some chaos like that sometime." And she hit you back with, "Haha, you wish." Now it's been quiet, and you're not sure if she's just being friendly or low-key interested and waiting for you to make a move. If you clicked on this video, chances are that you've been in one of these scenarios before and it's stressing you thinking about what you should do. So don't worry, I'm here to help. I'll give you 3 specific tactics that you can try for yourself. In these 3 scenarios, there's 3 common things. 1. Inconsistency. It's unclear behavior. Sometimes she responds with energy, sometimes she doesn't. The inconsistency is what keeps you hooked, because you're chasing what could be and not what's real. 2. The fear of misleading and rejection. In every case, the guy hesitates to make a move, not because he doesn't want to, but because he's scared he might mess it up or ruin something. 3. You're looking for permission instead of leading. In each scenario, you're unsure whether to make a move or to let go, because deep down, you're waiting for her to make it safe or easy for you to take the next step. And I know what you're thinking, right? Like, how is this guy talking so spot on? How is it so relatable and exactly how I feel? And well, it's because I've experienced these scenarios too, like countless times. Every guy probably has at some point, but it's just that I've experienced it enough and I got sick of it enough that I actually figured out what to actually do. The way I see it, there's 3 best options. 1. Play mind games back, which only works if she has some slight interest in you. 2. To outright directly confront it. 3. To have patience and subtly indirectly show her your value. And there's also a bonus one that I'll get into after explaining these. Firstly, playing mind games back. This is basically where you try to fight fire with fire. You give her the same unsure signals, sometimes flirty but other times cold. You're trying to create the same emotion that you have in your head, but in hers. But this only really works if she already has some level of curiosity about you, otherwise, she's just not gonna care. So, if it's an in-person thing, try subtly flirt with her to see how she reacts and then just completely shut down, as if it weren't flirting. But make sure it's not a stereotypical flirt. Please just don't say something like, "I like your dress today, your hair looks good, your makeup looks good." Please, 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 try say something to stand out a bit. I'll give one example. She walks past you. Stop her and say, "Wait, what perfume is that?" She says, "It's this perfume." Say, "Do you always wear this one?" She says, "Yeah." And then you say, "It's..." And then you just pause. Your facial expression and body language show that you like it, but don't explicitly say it in words. Just change the subject, start talking about something else, or just walk off entirely. Now, you've opened a curiosity loop. She doesn't know what you meant because you never explicitly said it, and now it's on her mind. Ha ha. Secondly, outright direct confrontation. Basically just saying something along the lines of, "Let's meet, what are you doing this day? You want to try this restaurant?" This can work because it's direct, and sometimes that will just work because most guys aren't being direct. Think about it. If you're spending time stressing over what to do in this situation, chances are other guys she's talked to or is talking to now are doing the same. So sometimes just confronting it and being direct works well. But if you're going to do this, be really direct. Don't just say, "Do you want to meet sometime?" Say, "Let's go to this bar on this day at this time." Don't leave any room where she could wiggle herself out. And what I personally do is try to add some kind of absurd, humorous twist on top. So for example, if I know she likes walking, I'd say something like, "Alright, Wednesday, 4:30 PM, meet me outside King's Cross Station and let's walk to Scotland." It's just my own twist, it's playful, it shows my personality, and it's probably different to ways that they've been asked out before, which is the most important part. Thirdly, having composure, patience, and indirectly showing her that you have value. Basically, this is where you don't directly interact with her, but you try to subtly show her social proof that you're living completely fine without her, that you have other friends, other things to do, and that her mind games have no effect on you. This has actually worked countless times for me because it creates the impression in their head that's like, "I've been playing and teasing with this guy for so long, but he's not affected. He's not just asking me when to meet, and he's just living his life." It makes them want to break that almost. They'll often just make that direct confrontation move first. So yeah, If you use this approach, just indirectly appear valuable in front of her. Maybe post some stories, having fun with friends, or just when you see her in person, say hi, but nothing more, and then go back to whatever you were doing. Now, even though I've given these separately, the best thing you could actually do is combine all three of them and use them all at the same time. Honestly, doing this is like maximizing yourself in her mind, and likely it'll cause her to break the fastest and basically make you land that date the fastest. Another trick I like to do once that wall has been broken and you finally are on that first meetup, bring it up and ask her about if she was also feeling that same unclear, inconsistent energy between you guys, and mention how you were nervous and having doubts about what you should have done, if you should make that move or not. Firstly, by letting yourself express your vulnerability to her, it shows her that you're human, and she'll also feel that she could do the same. Because it's like, that guy, is this the guy that was playing mind games with me until now? Oh, he was just a human with normal feelings too. It immediately creates trust because it's extremely relatable. And secondly, honestly, it just makes a fun conversation.